Hey guys, I'm back. And guess what? I don't want to give you anything on fitness today, guys. I want to share something with you which might just change your life. So I was going through the cutoff list, for people who don't know what cutoff list is. I'm sure we've all been through colleges, from colleges we've graduated to a working professional, and I was stunned to see the amount of marks kids have to score these days to get into college. 100% St. Stephen's College. 99.9 for Hindu and IITs and the other medical colleges I would not even talk about. What the fuck are people expecting from kids, man? I just don't get it. And it surprises me because there are only going to be very, very few who will come out of that. First, there'll be very, very few people who will actually get into that college, and the same set of people will start working, and then the newspaper will start talking about, hey, look at this person got the package of X lakhs or X crores, with making money this much. But not everybody's like that, is it? You're not like that. I'm not like that. Not many people are like that. But our parents have always thought or think that we could be like that. That's why they'll make you do these things. Hey, study, get into good college, study, start working. But they really don't give a damn, whether it's your parents or your guardian or your mentors, they really don't give a fuck about your own passion. Is it true or not? I'll tell you my own story, guys. So guys, this is story time. This video is story time, something that I wanted to share with you, which will actually help you with your fitness too. I was never a fitness professional earlier. I was one of those guys, who got into the best of colleges. I got into St. Stephen's. From St. Stephen's, I got into JNU. From JNU, I got into the best Ivy schools, where I did my MBA from. Top-notch education. But what did I get in return? I'm not saying those schools were bad or colleges were bad. Amazing colleges. But that's not what I wanted. I actually worked too after that. I worked, in companies like HSBC. I worked in companies like IBM, MetLife, Genpact, you name it. I worked in all Fortune 100 companies. But what did I realize? It took me 10 to 12 years to realize, I at the back of my head, I knew this is not what I wanted. But I was one of those guys, who had to take a stand and say to myself that, what? I can't live like that anymore. The reason why I'm telling you this is, guys, you have to take that stand right now. Whether you're trying to get into a college, whether you are a working professional, or whether you're in college, or whatever you're trying to do, no matter how old you are, whatever you're passionate about, you got to go at it. The other day I was in one of those colleges and I was addressing those students, and those students were asking me, sir, tell me about the scope in fitness. We want to get into fitness. And I'm like, if you really want to do well, you never think about scope. You never think about scope. You make that own scope for yourself. If you get into it and you start doing well, hey, guess what? You've opened doors for millions of others to follow, right? This is exactly my point to you guys. If your parents try to tell you something that, do this, you got to stand up and say, you know what? I can't do this because this is not what I want to do. It's okay if you don't know what you want to do. Figure it out. It could be fitness, it could be training, it could be whatever. You have to take that call. Why am I telling you this, guys? I've been a byproduct of that search, wherein my parents pushed me to do something because I was the only child. And I invested almost 10 to 12 years to actually figure out something, which gave me an opportunity to do something I love, truly love and believe in. You don't want to be stuck in a job wherein, which you hate. You don't want to be, and what will happen with that job is, then your parents will make you get married to somebody, you'll have kids, and then it'll become very difficult for you to leave that job which you don't want to do, and you can't leave because you have responsibilities, and your whole life will go. You will not know, and then you'll miss this opportunity. Then you will see and look back at this video and say, maybe I should have done that. I'm urging you, I'm encouraging you, take up fitness as a profession if this is what encourages you, because these are the kind of mails that I get from people that thought, I'm passionate about fitness, I want to make fitness as a profession, but my parents feel there is no scope. How do I go about it? Sure, I'm here to help you. But deep down, be convinced that this is what you want to do. Have you seen that movie 300? Wherein the guy says, you know what, you were born to do this. Yes, you are born to do this. If you're born to be a fitness trainer, if you're born to be a fitness professional, hey, go at it. Your parents will always say that, hey, my son is a trainer. They may feel ashamed. My parents feel ashamed at times that, hey, look at him, what he's doing. He's been an investment banker in the past, making so much money, and now look at what he's doing. It's okay. So long it makes you happy is what you have to do, guys. So that's, I always give my own example. It's very easy to tell others, but it has happened with me. It still happens to me, which is okay. But hey, I love every minute of it. I love every minute, when I'm in front of you guys and I'm talking to you guys, because I don't want you to go through that job which you hate. Nothing against the employers I have, but it's just that that was something that I'm not signed up for. That is something that I not wanted to do. Whenever I was working in whichever organization, people always told me, hey, are you a bodybuilder? Where are you working? You're such an unfit, and trust me, it may be happening with some of you. So I'm urging you, take up fitness. People need you. India needs fitness trainers, guys. We need people in fitness because we want to take our fitness to international level. We always talk about that, hey, I tell you this, that, our trainers are not educated enough, our trainers, lack the infrastructure. Maybe because there are not enough people asking for it. If you start asking for it, if I start asking for it, hey, guess what? We will have an infrastructure. We will have systems in place, which will give us that education, which will give us that credibility. And this is exactly what I'm urging you guys. Think about it. Think about what you want to do. Think about your own life. Think about your next 20, 30 years. Don't get stuck with these cut-off list of these highly, Ivy League colleges, from, any college of the world. They will only make you what any college would. I don't even remember what I did in my 3 years. Did I waste my time? Probably, yeah. Did I learn anything from it? I may have, but I don't know. But I'm doing something exactly opposite. I can quote you tons and tons of examples from my own college. One of the guys that I was working with, he's a very, very, very well-renowned chef. My own batchmate. So my point again is, guys, do something you love. Don't waste your time, man. Don't waste, it's okay, when you call yourself, hey, I love fitness, I want to do something about it, but at the same time you do your 9-to-5 job. What is stopping you to become a fitness professional? Go at it. Don't just, it's easy saying that, I want to do something in fitness, but what are you doing about it? Are you doing anything about it? It's okay, you training for an hour or two and telling someone that, hey, maybe you should do this exercise, maybe you should do that exercise. But what are you giving in return? Are you trying to make a future in this industry? Don't come here for money, guys. Don't just think that if somebody is making shitload of money, if Chris Gethin is making money, or if Steve Cook is making money, or if anybody is making money, oh, I'm going to do this and start making money. Money will come in. It's not about money, guys. If you truly love what you do, money will come in. I don't want to sound like Raja Ranchordas, which is a 3 Idiot guy. You already know that crap really well. This video's intent is to trigger that thought that do something that you truly love. I hope this message gets into your head loud and clear. So any one of you who need any help with their fitness direction, feel free to reach out to me. I would urge you, if you can go to my discussion forum, tarungilfitness.com/discussion. You can also reach out to me either on my YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I'll be very happy to help you with your fitness direction. And guys, remember, we need you. India needs fitness professionals. So until we meet again, peace.